Hi everyone, welcome again to another episode of Tax Training. And before I start, I would like to say thank you sa mga subscribers po natin sa YouTube. And thank you very much. Sa mga hindi pa nag-subscribe, please subscribe to our channel. And we promise to give you more tax updates. The topic that we are going to discuss today is about taxation of Filipino citizen as explained in the tax case of Senator Manny Pacquiao and spouse Jinkee. The case about Senator Manny Pacquiao is GR number 213394 dated April 6, 2016. Ito yung versus the Court of Tax Appeal, First Division and the Commissioner of Internal Revenue. Ito po yung nag-file ng appeal si Senator Manny Pacquiao tungkol sa kanyang tax case, no, na inassess po siya ng BIR. So, dito po sa mga issuances na to, yung Court of Tax Appeal granted petitioner, si Senator Manny Pacquiao, to lift the warrant of distress and levy and garnishment and to suspend the collection of the tax, no, nung kanyang case dated October 18, 2013. Pero ang requirement po ng korte na mag-post po siya ng cash bond in the amount of 3.2 billion and bond na 4.9 billion. No? So ito po yung inapila ni Senator Manny Pacquiao sa Supreme Court. No? So paano po nangyari itong nagkaroon ng case si Senator Manny Pacquiao? No? Si Senator Manny Pacquiao sa kaalaman po natin ay isang boksingero bago pa man siya nagiging miyembro ng political system dito sa Pilipinas. Naging representative po siya sa Sarangani at naging senator na ngayon at ang niyang kabiyak naman ay naging vice governor ng Sarangani. Ito ay nangyari noong si Senator Manny Pacquiao ay kasalukuyan pang lalaro ng boxing as a professional boxer at sa pamamagitan ng kanyang matches na ginawa niya under the Top Rank Incorporated. So ito yung kanyang pinaka-kumpanya na naghahandle sa kanya. So ito yung mga laro niya na naganap doon sa Amerika at hinahanap sa kanya dito sa Pilipinas yung mga income niya na kinita niya dahil sa kanyang boxing sa Amerika. No? Because as a Filipino citizen, kung ikaw ay citizen ng Pilipinas, ang obligasyon mo na i-report yung income mo within and without the Philippines. So kung meron kang income dito sa Pilipinas, i-report mo yan. At meron kang income sa labas ng Pilipinas, i-report mo rin yun. Yan ang obligasyon ng isang Filipino citizen. Senator Manny Pacquiao filed the 2008 income tax return niya on April 15, 2009. Ang nireport niya yung Philippine-sourced income, yung galing dito sa Pilipinas. Pero inamin niya ito para isama yung kanyang income na galing sa Amerika. No? So, nung March 2010, no, nakatanggap po ng letter of authority si Senator Manny Pacquiao para imbestigahan po siya ng Revenue District Office number 43 ng BIR for the examination ng books of accounts niya and other accounting records for the period January 2008 to December 31, 2008. So ito yung sa mga video post po natin na napaka-importante talaga ng accounting records. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, the heart of tax compliance is bookkeeping. Kasi kung maayos yung bookkeeping mo, yung pag-record mo ng business transactions, down the line, makarry mo yun, hindi ka masyado mahirapan, lalo na pagdating na ng tax audit na under investigation na. Okay? On April 15, 2010, Senator Pacquiao filed his 2009 income tax return, which reflects his Philippine-sourced income, but failed to include his income from his earnings in the U.S. He also failed to file his value-added tax returns for the years 2008 and 2009. No? So, nakita ng BIR na kailangan mag-conduct ng investigation. No? So, the Commissioner of Internal Revenue at the time, Commissioner Hinares, issued another letter of authority dated July 27, 2010, authorizing the BIR National Investigation Division, ito po yung sa national office na, under the office of the Commissioner, to examine the books of accounts and other accounting records of both Senator Pacquiao and Jinkee for the last 15 years from 1995 to 2009. So, ang karaniwan po, after 3 years, ang BIR wala ng karapatan na mag-imbestiga sa isang taxpayers. But ang exemption lang yan kung fraudulent o kaya meron kang income na hindi mo isinama doon sa pag-file mo ng income tax, then 10 years upon discovery na meron kang income na hindi mo sinama sa pag-file mo ng income tax, then pwede ka pa rin imbestigahan. So, ganito po yung nangyari sa case ni Senator Manny Pacquiao. So, on September 21, 2010 and September 22, 2010, ang letter authority po na na-issue kay Senator Manny Pacquiao ay pinalitan ng ELA. Kasi yung mga manual na dating ELA, ginawa na electronic letter authority. Okay, so yung abogado ni Senator Pacquiao questions the propriety ng investigation. Kasi ang sabi ng kampo ni Senator Manny, they were already subjected to earlier investigation. Naimbestigan na sila, and prior to 2007, at wala ang nakita, yung nag-imbestiga sa kanila na fraud, kasi tama yung kanilang mga pinagpa-file, They added that pursuant to the March letter authority issued by the RDO, tapos na rin silang naimbestigahan for the year 2008, So, the National Investigation Division informed the counsel, yung mga abogado ni Senator Pacquiao, that the July letter authority issued by the Commissioner had effectively canceled and superseded the March letter authority issued by its RDO. Pagka nag-issue sa iyo RDO, pagkatapos nag-issue ulit ang Commissioner, baliwala na yung in-issue ng RDO, superseded na. So, ang masusunod, yung letter authority ng Commissioner. Okay. So, the Commissioner informed the petitioners that its investigation of years prior to 2007 was justified. Bakit? Bakit justified? Kasi ang assessment was pursuant to a fraud investigation. May fraud. Anong ibig sabihin ng fraud? Merong mga sinadya na hindi isama na income. So, against the petitioner, at ito yung programa po ng BIR na Run After Tax Evader. Ano po itong Run After Tax Evader program ng BIR? Ito yung pag nalaman ng BIR na meron kang mga substantial amount ng income na hindi mo nire-report sa BIR, magpa-file sila ng kaso sa Department of Justice para i-determine ng Department of Justice kung may probable cause na talagang willful na hindi ka nagpa-file ng income tax return mo, and then i-determine niya ng Department of Justice, and then filean ka na ng kaso sa regular courts, sa regional trial court. So, on January 2011, Senator Pacquiao submitted various income tax-related documents. Siyempre, in compliance with the letters of authority, once nakatanggap ka na ng letters of authority, kailangan i-comply mo. So, ganito po yung ginawa ni Senator Manny Pacquiao. Nag-comply siya, and then nag-submit ng mga documents for the years 2007 and 2009. But remember na yung investigation sa kanya since 1995, so 15 years. So, 1995 to 2006, wala na po siyang libro. Why? Kasi the books of accounts and other tax-related documents na-dispose na. Kasi sabi ng Section 235, 3 years lang na i-dispose mo na yung inyong papel. So, yung kanila, na-dispose na nila. So, they added that even if they wanted to, hindi na nila talaga mabigay yung mga previous nilang records because daw yung accountant nila in charge ng kanilang mga books of accounts namatay na, so nasamang namatay yung kanyang dokumento. So finally, the petitioners pointed out that their tax liabilities for the said years had already been fully settled within Commissioner Jose Mario Bunyag, who after a review found no fraud against them. So sabi nila, yung kanilang mga tax liabilities na previous, na-examine na ni Commissioner Bunyag yung previous na commissioner at wala naman pong nakita na kakaiba o hindi nila na-declare na income. So, noong June 21, 2011, on the same day that the petitioners made their last compliance in submitting their tax-related documents, the Commissioner issued a subpoena dosis tecum. Ano po itong subpoena dosis tecum? Ito yung nagko-command na yung BIR na i-produce mo na itong mga dokumento mo. No? Kasi pag hindi ka pa nag-produce, meron ka ng kulong, no? Contempt of court. No? So, requiring the petitioners to submit additional income tax and VAT-related documents for the years 1995 to 2009. Bakit po income tax return at saka VAT? Kasi po, ang income ni Senator Manny Pacquiao from his boxing games are considered services. No? So, services are subject to value-added tax aside from the income tax. So, yun ang hinahanap sa kanya. Lahat ba ng income mo, binayaran mo yung income tax, binayaran mo yung value-added tax. No? So, yun ang hinahanap po sa kanya. 1995 to 2009. Yes, 15 years. After conducting its own investigation, the Commissioner made its initial assessment, no? Finding that the petitioners were unable to fully settle their tax liabilities. So, ano findings ng Commissioner? Hindi talaga binayaran ang kanyang obligasyon na tax, no? Nagbayad lang ng konti, no? So, the Commissioner issued its notice of initial assessment, informal conference, in IC, no? Notice of initial assessment, informal conference, directly addressed to the petitioners, no? Informing them that based on the best evidence obtainable, they were liable for deficiency income taxes in the amount of 714 million for 2008 and 1.446 billion for 2009. No? Laki. Inclusive of interest and surcharges. After being informed of this development, the counsel for the petitioner sought to have the conference reset but never received a response. No? So, anong mangyayari pag hindi ka sinagot? Ibig sabihin, dininay yung request mo. O February 2012, Commissioner issued the preliminary assessment notice or the PAN na. No, ito na yung assessment na kailangan bayaran mo na. Informing the petitioner that based on the third-party information allowed under Section 5B and 6 of the National Internal Revenue Code, they found the petitioners liable not only for deficiency in income taxes in the amount of 714 million and 1.4 billion, but also for their non-payment of their VAT liabilities. No? So, meron pa, nadagdagan pa po yung assessment. Ano tong third-party information? Ito yung mga information galing sa third-party source na doon ang gagaling yung income mo pero hindi mo ni-report sa BIR. No? So, magkano? 4,104,360 for 2008 and 24,901,276 for 2009. Yan po yung VAT liabilities ni Senator Pacquiao for 2008 and 2009. Okay. So, before the Court of Tax Appeal, the petitioners contended that the assessment of the CIR was defective, no? Kasi it was predicated on its mere allegation that they were guilty of fraud. Parang ang sabi ng company ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, predicated lang, sinasabi lang, pero hindi naman talaga sila napatunayan na they are guilty of fraud. No? So, they questioned the validity of the attempt by the Commissioner to collect deficiency taxes from Jinkee. No? Kasi sabi nila, walang due process na kukolektahan pa ng taxes si Jinkee. According to the petitioner, all previous communication and notices from the CIR were addressed to both petitioners. No? So, if the DA final decision on disputed assessment was void because it was only addressed to Pacquiao. No? So the and the FNBS were based on the FDDA, the same should likewise be declared. Ano to? Ito yung mga notices galing sa Collection Division, no? Na final notice before seizure, no? Saka ito yung mga preliminary collection letter, no? PCL. The petitioners added that the CIR assessment, which was not based on actual transaction documents but simply on best possible sources, no? So it was not sanctioned by the code. So ito yung allegation naman ng kampo ni Senator Manny. So they also argue that the assessment failed to consider not only the taxes paid by Pacquiao to the US authorities, kasi po sa US pag nagbayad ka, yung magbabayad sa iyo kung saan manggaling yung income mo, magdideduct yan ng taxes, no, withholding taxes. But also the deductions claimed by him for his expenses. So wala nang expenses na inalaw. So pending resolution by the CTA of their appeal, the petitioners sought the suspension of the issuance of warrants of restraint and/or levy and warrants of garnishment. So pinadala na po si Senator Manny Pacquiao ng warrant of garnishment. Kukunin na yung kanyang mga ari-arian dahil sa hindi siya nagbayad ng tax. So meanwhile, in a letter dated October 14, 2013, the BAR Accounts Receivable Management Division, sa National Office po yan, informed the petitioners that they were denying their request to defer the collection enforcement action for lack of legal basis. No, 2013, 2010 nangyari, so 3 taon na. The same letter also informed the petitioner that despite their initial payment, the amount to be collected from both of them amounted to 3,259,643,792.24 for deficiency income for the taxable year 2008 and 2009 and 46,922,35.74 for deficiency taxes for the same period, no? So napadala na yung warrant of restraint and/or levy, no? Ibig sabihin, kukunin na yung mga ari-arian mo para pambayad ng tax. Okay. So Petitioner Manny Pacquiao filed the subject urgent motion for the Court of Tax Appeal to lift the warrant of restraint. Anong ibig sabihin ng lift the warrant of restraint? Hindi ituloy yung pagkuha ng mga ari-arian ni Senator Manny Pacquiao para pambayad doon sa kanyang tax liabilities. Ano nangyari? May motion siya for the Court of Tax Appeal to lift the warrant of restraint, levy, and garnishment issued by the CIR against their assets. To enjoin also the Commissioner from collecting the assessed deficiency taxes pending resolution of the appeal. No? For the cash deposit and bond requirement, under Section 11 of Republic Act 1125, ito yung Court of Tax Appeal, the petitioners questioned the necessity thereof, arguing that the Commissioner's assessment of their tax liability was highly questionable. Questionable, ibig sabihin, hindi pa final o hindi pa talaga na-determine na yun ang totoong obligasyon niya sa taxes. Also, at the same time, the petitioner manifested that they were willing to file a bond for such reasonable amount to be fixed by the tax court. Pero hindi po ganun kalaki sa hinihingi na 4.2 billion at 3.9 billion. No? Noong April 2014, no, July 2014, yung CTA required that the spouse deposit first a cash bond in the amount of 3.2 million or post a bond of 4.9 billion. No? And then they are settled in a preliminary hearing to be conducted by it. No? So, anong nangyari dito? It should make a determination if the posting of a bond would still be required, and if so, compute it taking into account the CTA in-bank resolution, which was approved by the court in AM number 1502-01 CTA, and the claim payment of 32,196,534.40 among others. Ito yung pinangbayad po ni Senator Manny Pacquiao sa kanyang VAT liability. Ito yung 32 million. Ano pong decision dito ng korte? Partially granted po yung motion for reconsideration ni Senator Manny Pacquiao, no? So the preliminary injunction enjoining the implementation of the 2014 resolution of the Court of Tax Appeal, First Division, in CTA case number 8683, requiring petitioner to first deposit cash bond in the amount of 3.9 billion or post a bond of 4.9 billion as a condition to restrain the collection of the deficiency taxes against them. No? Read remain in effect until the issues aforementioned are settled in preliminary hearing to be conducted by the Court of Tax Appeal, First Division. No? So, the case is remanded back to the Court of Tax Appeal, First Division. The Court of Tax Appeal is ordered to conduct preliminary hearing to determine whether dispensation or instruction of the required cash deposit or bond provided under Section 11 Republic Act number 1125 is proper to restrain the collection of taxes. No? So, First Division shall proceed to compute the amount of bond in accordance with the guidelines aforestated. No? Okay. So, take into account the amounts already paid by the petitioners. Yung 32 million na bayad na for value-added tax. No? Okay. So, after the posting of the required bond, if the Court of Tax Appeal, First Division, determines that no bond is necessary, shall proceed to hear and resolve the petition for review pending before it. No? So, I researched on the result of this case. No? And then, I have seen in newspaper na panalo naman daw ulit si Senator Manny Pacquiao. No? Pero tinitingnan ko yung decision sa Court of Tax Appeal, wala pa. No? So, this is the case about Senator Manny Pacquiao, wherein ano po yung assessment sa kanya dito? If you are a Filipino citizen, then all your income coming from outside the Philippines and inside the Philippines are taxable. So pagka meron kang income sa labas ng bansa, labas ng Pilipinas, na hindi mo isinama, you will be subjected to investigation. At pag malaki at material yung hindi mo na report na income dito sa Pilipinas, then pwede kang kasuhan ng tax fraud, no? Willful intent na hindi mo nire-report yung income mo coming from abroad. So, as a Filipino citizen, lahat po ng income natin, manggagaling man siya sa labas ng Pilipinas o dito sa Pilipinas, dapat po re-report natin sa BIR, binabayaran natin yung tamang taxes. Okay? So, with that, thank you and please subscribe to our channel. Oh? So, our aim here in tax training is for you to have a better tax compliance. Good day, everyone.